Hey everybody, it's Harry from Celebrity Daddy Barbecue, the YouTube channel that teaches you how to master barbecue so you can spread barbecue love. I'm doing a viewer request today because a lot of you have asked me, what do I do with all of that brisket and all the other meats I cook on my YouTube channel? You guys have seen me donate a lot of food to first responders. I also repurpose the brisket that I cooked into many other dishes that are kind of fun, whimsical, to be enjoyed by the folks that I give the food to. I can't eat all the food myself, so I'm going to show you guys how I repurpose cooked brisket into something that's extremely popular. And you will be a hero if you take this to a potluck. This Brisket Sushi is a idea that was kind of started about maybe 30-40 years ago. Extremely popular in Hawaii, popular in Philippines. In this episode, I'm going to show you guys how we make some pit smoked brisket sushi. Rice, imitation crab, mayo, salt, sriracha, rice wine, vinegar, sugar, avocado, green onions, cut up cucumber, some furikake, a little bit of cream cheese. I have some cooked short grain rice here, which we're going to use to make into the sushi rice. When you make sushi rice, you usually want to use a short grain rice. We use, in California, we use a rice called calrose, which is a very common rice we use to make sushi. Don't use jasmine rice or basmati rice or any kind of wild rice because it doesn't really work quite as well. You're gonna mix the marinade to go with the sushi rice. What sushi rice is basically vinegared rice with a little bit of salt and sugar. I have here about 1/4 cup of rice wine vinegar. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. I like to measure it and taste it, because I like my sushi rice very vinegary, so I tend to put less sugar. Some people like to put a kind of 50-50 mix of 3 parts of vinegar and 3 parts of sugar. So here's where you adjust your recipe according to the level of tartness or the level of sweetness you like. You can add a little bit of salt to it. I have a teaspoon. And I'm gonna now fold it into the rice and stir it in. You're gonna drizzle it a little bit at a time. Mix it up. And you want to do this when the rice is still just a tad warm so that the rice grains will come apart easier. Don't try to do this on a cold refrigerated rice, it won't work so well. You really want to use the vinegar to kind of separate the grains so you have individual grains on all the different pieces of the rice grains. And you use a cutting motion like that. So you just kind of fold it in and do a cutting motion, break up the lumps of rice, let the vinegar soak in to this rice to make your own sushi rice. You can make some extra and you can use it later to have it with your meal. When I make sashimi or I make my own nigiri sushi, I use some of this rice that I save. Just make sure you keep it covered in the refrigerator and it'll last you a day or so. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking up the large grains so I can get the rice nice and fluffy. The final result looks like that. The rice grains are kind of separated. That's where you want to stop. Put the rice into a 9x13 pan. I have approximately about 4 cups of rice here, cooked rice. You can do more or less the way you like it, and you can stack the rice to see how high you want to go or how low you want to go. It's up to you. Spread out the rice. About a pound of brisket. Alright, we'll put a nice layer of brisket, as much or as little as you like. I don't like to overdo this because sometimes there's too much meat. It takes away from all the flavor. Let's sprinkle some furikake. Furikake is nori seaweed with some Japanese peppers, sesame seeds, and you can find this in the grocery section in Walmart also. Sprinkle a nice layer of furikake on it. And the rice seasoning. The nori seaweed in here has a lot of umami, so it gives it a fantastic boost of flavor. So, and as much or as little as you like. Let's make the crab topping and this is sort of the crab mixture that you see on California rolls. I'm gonna, with a little bit of a half stick of cream cheese, I'm gonna add about 1 cup of mayo. If you have access to Japanese mayo, this is the one that's used in the Brisket Sushi. It's a Kewpie mayo, kind of a Japanese mayo. If you don't have this, not to worry, Best Foods works really well also. But if you want kind of a Japanese sweet mayo flavor, use some of this. I have some, so I'm going to use some of it. I like it spicy. We're going to add a sriracha to it, about a couple of tablespoons. Mash it up. I have a 1 package of imitation crab that's cut into small pieces. We're gonna put our sauce into the imitation crab. We're gonna mix in about 1 cup of diced green cucumbers. And if you like green onions, add some green onions. I like green onions. Over gently. Finish off with some more furikake, a little bit of seaweed, gives it a umami flavor. I like my brisket sushi spicy, so sometimes I use cayenne pepper, but today I have something even better. This is a wasabi powder. Wasabi comes from a horseradish root from Japan, and this one is from my co-packer soupbase.com or Chef Ingredients. They make my sauce and my rubs. So I'm going to apply some of the wasabi powder that you can find from Soup Base. And this is a green powder. It's very, very strong. So just a little bit goes a long way. And this, if you mix with water, you'll get that kind of a green type of a horseradish that you get in a sushi bar. But this is the powder form. Just put a little bit on top, kind of nice even coat. The folks at soupbase.com, they sell a lot of spices, like something like 10,000 different spices. So they sent me some wasabi powder. So thanks to Angela, our operations manager, for letting me try the wasabi powder. I tried it out. It's a fantastic way to get some Japanese style flavors in your food. I'm going to be using this a lot in my recipes. I'm going to finish off with a nice squirt of Kewpie mayo. And of course, we need some sriracha. This dish is ready to go into the pit. We're gonna smoke it for about 40 minutes or so, around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so here's the brisket sushi going into the pit. Your dish is done, absolutely gorgeous. Here's a completed baked sushi dish, and if you're wondering how you eat it, you get a piece of seaweed like this, and then at the potluck you just scoop a small scoop like so with the rice and the brisket, and you just lay it on like that. It's absolutely fabulous. I like a piece of avocado on it, like so. So there you have it, just how you serve a brisket sushi. All right, let's pick up a piece and give it a taste test. Do it in 1 bite or 2 bites here. Just like that. Absolutely amazing bite. The brininess of the nori seaweed together with the oiliness of the avocado and that flavor, the brisket, the rice, the vinegar, the crab meat, it really all comes together. Just a hint of that wasabi powder that I left in there. So this is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna have a second bite now. I've never tried a brisket sushi. You definitely have to try this dish. Super easy to make, super delicious. Let's see if Mr. Beans wants to try some. No biscuit today, Beans, but we have some sushi for you. All right, Beans, you want to try some sushi? Eat the avocado. Taking the brisket and rice. Only will eat the seaweed. He likes it. Amazing. Good job, Beans. You're now a sushi dog. Okay, as a bonus clip, I'm going to show you guys how to make a sushi hand roll with a piece of nori. All we do is we just cut the nori like that. So we're going to fold it into 4 squares. I'm going to put some sushi rice first. Right here in this corner. A bit of a crab meat in this corner. A little bit of brisket in this corner. And then a little bit of avocado in this corner here. So we're going to fold it a few times. First time going this way, like so. Second time right over the brisket, like so. And then the 4th time over the avocado. And you made yourself a beautiful hand roll. Super easy to make, not that hard. You can just pack this away for lunch or take it on a hiking trip with you. This rice will all kind of keep together. I'm gonna take a bite now of it. Super delish. So you can enjoy it in the brisket sushi, or you can enjoy it in a hand roll. Both will work really well. So I hope you like this episode. Leave me any questions in the comments below. Do a shout out for my Patreons for supporting me on this channel so I can provide free content on YouTube. If you guys like what I do and it adds value, there's a lot of content on Patreon. Zoom classes, behind the scenes, coaching, one-on-ones, and a whole bunch of stuff. So go check it out if you can. And don't forget to please subscribe to my channel so I can continue to make some great videos for you guys. So until the next video, we will see ya. Right, Beans? Take care, everybody.